Okay, I am going to do a really quick toot to show you guys how to make what I just did to make my own hackle pad. I try to get it on the camera so you can see what it looks like there against the white background. And then here's what the back of it looks like. That is just where I sewed the thing on. Okay, so the first thing I did is a similar color felt that matches the feathers that you have. So I just took the corner of the felt and I'm going to cut right just a base to put the feathers on. So I'm just eyeballing it here, but it's about 4 inches, I would say, diameter, or well, not diameter, it's not a circle, but across from side to side. So I'll set that over there so you can see better. And then what I will do is I've already got some feathers picked out that I just have a bag of feathers that you get from the craft store. I bought these because I make Angry Bird bows, so I had red, which is convenient because I wanted a red feather pad for Valentine's Day. Okay, so what I will start doing is this little feather is kind of wispy, and it kind of looks like a middle feather because it doesn't really go one way or another. So I'm going to take that as the top of my feather pad. No, I think I actually like this one better. So I'm going to take this guy and make him the top of my feather pad. So what I'll do is I will just take a piece of glue, or a strand of glue, whatever, and take it and put it in the very middle, pointing down as high up as I would like it to be. You're going to get a little glue and mess everywhere. Hopefully you don't burn yourself. But anyway, there. And then so what I would like to do next is to frame the outside. So I've got a couple, it's getting everywhere. I've got a couple little, it's hard, my camera's weird, but they're kind of a twisting one way feathers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have those frame my sides out. So I'm going to, this one goes on this side, and that'll create a nice little circle there. So I'm going to put my glue on and then line it up to about where I want it, and on the side, and then press it down. Then I don't like those top feathers as much, so I'm just going to bring that top piece over top of it. That'll get covered anyway because it's a back layer. And do the same for the other side. I will just eyeball it and then glue it down onto the felt. Now you can see that you have a good start, pretty much the shape, and you can clip these if you'd like. The top part, not the wispy part, because I don't like to cut the wispies more blunt, but these you can trim. And anyway, you get a general shape for your pad. Now what you're going to focus on doing is filling it in. So I've got a couple more flowers. I don't like the top of this as much, so I like to cut the real coarse part off. You just cut into it, and then you get left with the fuzzy part. So I'm going to try to speed this up because I don't have any fancy video editing skills. So you guys don't get the time lapse. Sorry about that. Just throwing this together really quick. Same thing on here. I just cut the top really dense part off. And I'm going to put glue on the back and glue it in the top, filling those areas in. And then I'm just going to continue to do so. This little piece that I was going to use on the top, I think I'm going to use that for the very last to fill in. So I'm going to take another ribbon, or another ribbon, that's funny, feather, and fill in more towards the middle to cover up that one. And then I'm going to take another one, do the same thing on the other side, just making sure it looks nice and full. And that's why I also think that using the same color felt is a good idea, because then just to be sure you don't have any colors peeking through. If I were using white, I might have to fill it in a little bit more. I'm not really sure, because this is really only the second one I've ever made. But, and then I'm going to put my other one here. Over the middle of it. So then, now here it is looking like this. The back shape that we started with. And then I have somewhere around here. Where did it go? Oh. I probably will use this button or something similar you can put here on the bottom to just embellish it. I know that you guys are all creative ladies, so you probably have your own ideas, and here's the one that I did, the first one that I made. And now the second one, and they're very similar. Easy to make, easy as pie. The little bag of feathers cost me about $1.99, obviously at the craft store, so you could use one of your coupons and get 40% off. And then felt is super duper cheap, like 50 cents a sheet or whatever, if you get, unless you get the big fabric felt. So anyway, super cheap to make, and I thought it was super easy. So anyway, there's my tutorial. Hope you liked it, and goodbye, ladies.